So this is Unusable. My name is Benjamin Steinberg.
Whoa, so formal. My name
I
is
know.
Tyler Shimon Steinberg, or Martin.
It's Tyler Schmin. Okay. Great. I twisted my ankle.
uh,
Jumping rope. I just wanted to see if the jump rope would hit the ceiling in my living room. So I just jumped over it once to see if it would hit. And what's stupid is I didn't have to jump over it. I could have just swung it without jumping over it, but I didn't. And I wasn't going to continue jumping, so I was just wearing my slippers. And so I took one so I took one jump. Oh god. Oh, crap. And I was on the floor. And it felt like such an idiot. It was so preventable. And it was so unnecessary. I could have just swung the thing without jumping, but I was like, no, I have to give it the proper momentum as it goes under my feet to see if it really then swings back around and hits the ceiling. I still don't know if it does hit the ceiling or not. Because I didn't take another jump after that. I was just doubled over on the floor in pain, going, oh god, and then I immediately iced it.
so, you twisted your ankle. Did your ankle twist you, though?
In the sense that I sort of fell down sideways, yes.
So are you okay? Is the rope okay, most importantly?
The rope is fine. It's on the floor. I haven't moved it. I can't even make eye contact with it. I'm so embarrassed. I'm fine.
Are you just going to use a tape measure now to measure the parabola and then do some math and just see if it hits your ceiling?
No, I'm gonna try again and twist my other ankle. That's how this is gonna.
You got to find that balance in life, Ben.
Yeah, so you twist both ankles. Oh, I also got a head shaver, like to shave my head, as opposed to just a trimmer that goes. But this thing sort of covers my whole head, not all at once. That would be strange. Just
What? It's
but
2025. We should have that shit. You know, like in movies, they have those things. They just put it on your head and then it turns into a do. Like it should just be able to shave your head too.
yes, well, I don't have one of those. It's just sort of a thing you go all over, and I was shaving the back as well, and I got a horrible, horrible razor burn because I put some rubbing alcohol on it afterward just to sort of stop the burning, and I don't know if I've ever felt anything so intense in my entire life. Once again, incredibly stupid.
Have you ever considered a mail order wife just to do things for you? They probably have catalogs still. I mean, it's 2025. Everyone's got a catalog.
Maybe not a full human being, but I have seen certain toys on Amazon that are available that I could probably have shipped tomorrow, but they wouldn't be able to like shave my head or cook or anything.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
sex is obsolete. Getting stuff done, that's the new sex.
Yeah, oh my God, I was so productive the other day. Wow, tell me more. Oh God. Yeah, I did all the dishes. Oh God, oh God, dishes. Oh Jesus. Give me a Gatorade, please. I can't. All right, well, sorry.
I mean, what flavor?
So,
They still got Glacier Freeze out there, or what?
Glacier Freeze, is that a flavor? It sounds like a flavor.
It's a light blue flavor.
There are so many different blue flavors. There's Riptide Rush.
That's
There's
purple.
there's Cool Blue.
Gross. That is like way too blue. That's like aqua velva blue.
Yes, it's so blue that they just called it blue. They didn't even call it a flavor or anything. They just called it Cool Blue, which is just giving up, if you ask me. There's Icy Charge, isn't that one? Icy Charge?
Ooh. I'm not sure. I haven't kept up with the Gatorade since I switched to ones that don't have a bunch of sugar and are better for me.
Icy Charge, yes, that is a blue one.
What about Icy Wiener?
I haven't seen my wiener in a long time. It's just disappeared beyond the event horizon of my stomach.
Great movie. I mean, Elijah Wood must be hiding down there. Oh, you haven't seen your Elijah Wood in a while.
Was Elijah Wood in Event Horizon? Event Horizon had a funny moment where the crew of the ship come upon this other ship that's like derelict and nobody knows what happens, and they find a video of all the people on the old ship going crazy, and like they've gouged their eyes out, and they're like that sort of thing, and then the main character, what's his face, Lawrence Fishburne. He looks at it, he sees that the entire crew's gone insane, and then he goes, "We're leaving." And I was like, that's the most sane response anybody has ever had.
Fuck this, I'm out.
Exactly. It was basically the prequel to Nope. But something I wanted to say was, what was funny to me about this video, this footage that Lawrence Fishburne saw of the rest of the previous crew just going insane and killing each other and like eating their limbs and gouging out their eyeballs, is the way it's presented. It's as if somebody edited it, which implies that someone like put it into an editor and cut together different scenes of this horrible stuff happening, and then presented it, and then just left it. They just left it for another crew to come see. And I just thought, well, whoever edited it, they could have had a career or something, but.
Well, they went crazy too and decided that they had to make a bunch of cuts.
Well, but it was like they were the last one to go crazy. It was like they filmed it, or someone else filmed it, and then they ingested it into whatever moviola they were using, or whatever, Avid, and then they edited the footage together, and then they went insane too, or something. I don't know.
No, I think they just had a brain that didn't make them gouge their eyes out, but made them just like super focus on editing until like they just died because they stopped eating.
Right. And that also reminds me, do you remember the Truman Show, in the end of the Truman Show, when he's walking, he in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, good night, and everybody on the television is just waiting for him to leave. They're like, will he do it? Will he do it? Why are there cameras out there to film if he wasn't supposed to escape? And like there are cameras filming from somewhere, but they're on the water, so that everybody watching the Truman Show can see him leaving. But that would assume
a boat out there, so all the boats are rigged with cameras. Probably. I mean, the whole thing was built for him, so I assume the guy's ring had a camera. I assume there's cameras everywhere.
But there was video, there was the footage of the boat drifting, like floating along. So what was that camera doing out there?
From the moon? I mean, who knows how many cameras are in the moon or how close it is to anything? Where Christoph, the main guy, Ed, what's his face? Ed Woodson.
The guy in charge of the show.
Not Errol Harrelson, Ed Harris.
Ed Harris.
Yeah, and he puts his hands up because he's
Eddie
like,
Harrelson.
You're my son. In a way. Yeah, he's up in the moon, right? So that's where headquarters is. So they probably got all sorts of cameras and stuff.
Okay. Well, that's the end of that conversation.
So, dolly or jib? What's your take?
A jib arm is a pain in the ass to use, and you gotta a dolly is just, you just set down some track and you go forward. A jib arm is like, there's all this safety protocols and. Okay,
all right.
Actually, I have to blow my nose.
Dalai Lama or jibjab?
I have to blow my nose.
This nose blow is brought to you by Ancient Archives of the Internet. If you know what jibjab is, you probably need a colonoscopy soon.
What is jibjab?
Oh, you don't remember jibjab?
Not only do I not remember jibjab, I do not know what jibjab is.
Oh, well, jibjab was a site where you could put someone's picture onto like a template body, and then it would sing a stupid song like to that
What
person.
what would sing a stupid song?
The template. So it'd be like they filmed a music video, but it's not like real people. You know, they animated one, and you could put someone's face onto like one of like a dancing elf or something that would sing a stupid Christmas song. And that was
Okay.
jibjab.
Sounds like a very successful business.
I mean, things in the early 2000s, late 90s, like on the internet, very good until they didn't know how to adapt, and everything kind of like moved beyond it very quickly. Like, you know, the greeting card companies online
I thought you were going to talk about America Online.
that they failed to adapt to, and look at them. I'm the last person to have a email account at AIM.com.
Or AOL. No, there's still AOLs, I think. But AIM.
Plenty of it. Yeah, I have AIM.com, and no one. You come take that out of my cold dead hands, all right?
Isn't it funny that the A in AIM stands for AOL? It's like a Russian nesting doll of initials.
Yeah, well, Owlim didn't pass the market research, I guess.
AOL I am. Owlim. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it
AOL
doesn't
will
work
I
as-
am. Man, he could have capitalized on that.
I remember AOL was dial-up initially. When a friend of mine had got cable internet and he was able to use AOL with that, I was like, it's the future. This is the best. I wish I had AOL with cable.
Amazing online, more like.
Yeah. And little did I know that it wasn't shit. I thought AOL...
It's all about Netscape.
I thought, yeah. It's all about Netscape and Internet Explorer.
If Juno.
Netscape, Safari, Internet Explorer, and
Opera?
I can't believe there's a browser called Opera, and people would thought, oh yeah, that's something it sounds like I would like.
La 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 la.
Right? Why would you call a browser Opera browser? That's such
It's
a
probably
stupid
short
name.
for operations.
Okay, now I have to find this out.
Yeah,
Opera
there was-
browser.
I remember my friend had Juno. I remember that. You'd
What
have
is
to go
Juno?
buy the CD from the grocery store, you know, on your way out the checkout if you wanted like 30 more days of internet. You would get an Electronic Gaming Monthly, and it would come with like a fucking AOL 30-day trial CD or whatever.
I subscribed to EGM. I used to love that magazine. I
Yeah,
love
that
it.
was great. Nintendo
great.
Power is great too.
I never got Nintendo Power. I figured EGM covers all the different systems, so just also it was EGM was allowed to be a little less appropriate because Nintendo Power was more closely associated with Nintendo, I think, and whereas EGM was more independent, so they could say all sorts of horrible stuff. I remember reading EGM once, and there was a letter to the editor, and the editor replied something sexist by saying, "How about you make me a sandwich?" And and I didn't know that was sexist back then.
You thought it was
So-
delicious.
No, I was just like, why are you bringing up sandwiches right now? This does not feel related to anything that you're discussing beforehand. It's very strange, and I found that funny. I was like, LOL, that's so random. He's talking about sandwiches, and that was my experience of EGM. SNL aired its 50th anniversary episode last night.
Man, I can't believe they're giving up the ghost, huh? Just ending it there.
I
Smart
know,
move,
it's-
though.
Smart, yeah. It was getting old, I think. Also,
Well, at least 50 years old. They should just start taking us out at 50. I mean, we'd save so much on Social Security. I mean, that's DOGE.
yeah. Now that's what I call savings. Doge. Now that's what I call savings. But isn't Doge supposed to be, isn't it, like, it's an image of like a Shiba Inu, right? So it's sort of like, isn't it supposed to be Doge? It like a Japanese person pronouncing doggy, but Doge? But for some reason it's just been changed to Doge.
Right. Well, do you remember the 4chan?
Yes.
We're okay, well, people took that and made something completely different. Just because it's supposed to be something, the internet doesn't abide by what's supposed to be.
It was originally pronounced Doge. 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 Hello, Doge.
Yeah, but then they made Leet speak, and then what are you going to do after that? Really, I think that's where it all went downhill, when we started replacing three E's with threes, and then all the numbers and the letters got confused, and now everyone has no idea what the fuck they're saying.
7s with T's, 8s with no,
Boobs.
T's with 7, B's with 8s, O's with 0s. I think I'm just going to continue listing off some stuff for a while. That seems like a good idea and an interesting thing to do and to say, is to list some letters and numbers. Quality content. It's good.
Like a couple of Aussie bears over here. Qualities. Contemps.
What's Aussie Bear?
Oh, koala.
Qualities. God damn it. You know what? You make me ask. You don't even explain it beforehand. I have to be like, dude, I'm an idiot. What are you talking about? And then you're like, here's what I mean.
Well, it's 'cause
Koalas.
I usually just expect people to just nod their head and everyone just moves beyond it.
Yeah, no, I
'Cause
don't.
That's usually what happens.
I don't put up with it. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I'm just like, okay, just whatever you just said, yes, okay to that. But I was so confused as to what you were talking about. Aussie Bears qualification. Jesus Christ. By the way, you should listen to the Conan and Jordan show. It's Conan O'Brien and Jordan Schlansky, who used to work on Conan's TV show. It is just two guys who kind of can't stand each other, but also love each other, complaining at each other. It's pretty remarkable. It's like this, but if it was good, as opposed to Unusable. It's two people sort of talking at cross purposes, like they're not on the same wavelength.
So yeah, Jordan Shabalansky and Conan no crying. Conan no woman no crying.
Clonin no crying. Clonin no. That's actually pretty funny. Clonin no crying. But you know what still gets me is when you came up. I think this was when we were not recording. After we had recorded, you came up with "make again, GAKE again," and I still can't get that out of my head because it is so indicative of how your mind works. You tried to make a play on words of "Make America Great Again." You wanted a word that starts with G but rhymes with make. And there is no word like that, so you just said GAKE as a sort of a compromise. And then for some reason you changed America to again. And so I'm still like trying to process like how your mind eventually goes, yes, this is worth saying. Make again, GAKE again.
Well, see, that's the problem. You can't process that because most of the things I don't think are worth saying, but I will just say them because maybe they might be worth saying.
I told my dad about Make Again, GAKE again, and he was just like, ugh. He's like, what? What are you saying? And I was like, that's how I know this is funny. It's because he's completely confused, and it's not funny. That's why it's funny to me. It is.
I gotta go down there and see your parents, by the way.
It's such a baffling phrase, such a meaningless. Yeah, you should go see my parents and take a giant dump in their toilet, and clog up the pipes again.
All right, shit. I'm just gonna eat steak and cheese for 3 days before I hop on that plane.
That's a good idea. I found the whole thing very funny. That you clogged up the toilet so bad that my parents have PTSD from when you came over. Like
I hope I
15
have
years ago.
I hope I have my picture like in the bathroom, like like banned from this establishment.
That should be up there. If you see this man, please notify the establishment. Yes. But instead, there's a photo of Millie up in the bathroom. So.
Oh.
Yeah, she poops outside, so it's not really. So she doesn't really. Okay, well that's the end of this episode.
This has been
Make
That-
Again, Gake Again. This is Unusable.
This is Unusable. That was Ben. I've been Raymond Cheddar.